my savage. Money man in the thing of a T and playing no games. Should I already know my name when I speak NCC flame. Got my YouTube poppin', man. Like, subscribing, everything in between. You already know. Money man. Money man. You already know I have it.
Well, God called Moses on mountain top. God blessed the Lord Moses' heart and stopped the commandments and Moses' life and said, Moses, don't you leave my children behind. Now that you better run. You better. Believe that saying is right now. Pick up your Bible and read it tonight. Read King James until you understand. And all the through he was oldest man. Lived 969. Died and go to heaven in good due time. I better you better run. I've done some things that I shouldn't have done. I said some things that I shouldn't have said. I even gone some places that I shouldn't have gone. But thank God that by His grace I'm saved and filled, y'all, with the Holy Ghost. I thank God that He will remember me. I know He will. I want to hear Him call my name. Say, well done, Eddie James. You've been good. You've been faithful. Come on up. I got your name written down in the Lamb Book of Life. I know what you've been doing. I know where you've been. I know how you lived. But come on in it.
You better run, you better run, oh, you better run to the city of refuge, you better run, God called Moses on the mountaintop, then He placed the law in Moses' heart, and then He stuck this commandment in Moses' mind and said, Moses, don't you leave my children behind, you better run, you better run. You can pick up your Bible and read it tonight. You can read in Genesis, you will understand that Methuselah, he was the oldest man. Well, he lived 969 and he died and gone to heaven in good due time. Pharisees. Oh, hello, Nicodemus, a ruler of the Jews. He came to Jesus. He came by night. He said, I want to be born into the heavenly sight. Then came Christ, spoke to Nicodemus as a friend. Said, if you want to go to heaven, you must be born again. Oh, hello, Nicodemus didn't understand. How could a man be born when he was so old? Well, you better run. You better run. On to the city of refuge. You better run. Well, you read about Samson from his birth. He was the strongest man that ever lived on earth. On one day, our Samson was walking along. Oh, well, Samson's strength was never found out. But Delilah came and sat on his knees. Said, oh, please tell me where your strength might be. He told her, my strength lies in my hair. You just shave up my hair just as clean as my hand, and my strength will become as a natural man. Well, you better run, you better run, oh, you better run to the city of refuge, yeah, you better run.
I apologize, but I had to do it. I had to get it on. Appreciate y'all for coming. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share. Tell your friend about that money, man. You already know, man. You better run. Just drop today, man. And I tell you, it's 420 birthday. Happy birthday. But this a day. For 3 years, I ain't gonna say it been hunting me, but today was the day. 3 years ago. My dad, you see right there on the screen, he passed away 3 years ago today. And that was his favorite song. He sung it up there in the pulpit. That's why I played that video when I first came on. And then I put it on this renewed gospel song right here. And this is actually him in that picture right there. But yeah, I got him on my shirt too. So yeah, that's what the day is, man. You know, you live and you learn. And when you got that understanding, you know, the degree process be much better. Not saying like they say, it get better with time. It don't get better with time. You learn how to deal with it. That's basically what it is. But you know what I'm saying? But when you have that understanding, it's easier to understand where they at and why they had to go, because everybody got to go. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So that's what it is right there. Let's go ahead and get into it. I'm about sick of this mess. I'm about sick of this mess.
You are.
I'm about sick of this mess already, man. Appreciate you. Pastor 41 years. Appreciate you. But we're gonna go ahead and get into it. I ain't been live in a minute, and I did that on purpose. I was trying something new, and it seemed like it worked with my videos, so I'm gonna keep doing it that way and keep bringing y'all these bangers, man. But it's not even a debate. Deshaun Watson versus Shedeur Sanders. Who is the QB1? Now, a lot of videos and a lot of tweets and a lot of articles I've been saying, keep talking about Deshaun Watson. And I'm here to tell y'all, I don't care what these articles say, what the Cleveland media want to portray, what they want to talk about, what they want to speculate on, they all lying. Deshaun Watson is not the future for the Cleveland Browns. So why in the world would Todd Monken want to waste a year of his potentially 5-year head coaching career? Why would Todd Monken want to waste a year on a quarterback that the Browns are not re-signing? Unless y'all heard otherwise or got some other news, the last time I checked, Deshaun Watson is in his last year of a $250 a $230 million fully guaranteed contract with the Cleveland Browns that became a debacle that they've been trying to find a way out of, so much that they got all these void years all the way up to 2029 and potentially even past 2029. We ain't got to that point yet. That's why I said potentially, but I'll explain it in a minute. But what I'm saying is, Money Man, what you saying? You can't tell me that they want to play Deshaun Watson and they not going to re-sign him. It makes no sense. Why would I spend all these resources and investments to make this offense better, to have my quarterback have 1 year left on his contract and ain't coming back? That makes no sense. When he done put us in this strap from the jump, from the get-go. Really, it was Jimmy Haslam, because he the one that forced Andrew Berry to trade for him. Then they gave up everything to get him. That's why they in the hole today. So you tell me, do they want to double pay Deshaun Watson? You tell me, do Todd Monken want to waste a year of his head coaching career? You tell me, if Deshaun Watson lasts through the season, he play good, get this team to the playoffs, and the Cleveland Browns let him walk? You tell me, does that make sense? That makes no sense to me. Just my opinion, because you know you got these haters and these trolls that are going to come say something. But to me, it don't make no sense to waste a year with Deshaun Watson. If he can make it through the season. Now, people are already saying he already married Kay. Now, sat there and told that lie. Some people told me he was the best quarterback in the building. In 3 weeks, listen how crazy this is and how you know she lying. And Kevin the one that told her. We already done figured that out. If you didn't know, Kevin was the one leaking them stuff to the media when they said somebody in the building. I ain't heard that since Kevin left. But Mary Kay want to say someone told her. In 3 weeks, coming off 2 Achilles tears, Deshaun Watson in 3 weeks looks like the best quarterback out there. He was running with the first team? No. He was running with the second team? No. He was running the third team. He was running the scout team and looked like the best quarterback out there. He got quality. These the words they use. He got quality reps. Quality reps on the scout team. Shedeur Sanders, he must have got the same quality reps because he was doing the scout team before Deshaun Watson. But no. All we heard was Shedeur ain't ready. Shedeur this, Shedeur that. He's behind. He's slow developing. He don't know the protection calls. He don't know the playbook. He don't know how to read a defense. Boog said he got there early so he can get in the playbook. Boog said he came back from Paris to meet Todd Monken because that's what he do. So how you gonna tell me he behind, he slow developing when he get there early? He don't get there on time. He don't get there 5 minutes before. He get there 5 days before. And you mean to tell me he's slow developing? He behind? I didn't see Deshaun Watson in that room. I don't care if he was in Italy. I ain't see Dylan Gabriel in that room. I don't know where he was, in Hawaii, I guess. That man stopped their vacation to come back to greet his new head coach. And y'all seen the exuberance. They were using big words. Y'all seen the happiness. Y'all seen the excitement. Ain't not now one time Did the Atlanta Falcons show Michael Penix or Bijan Robinson come up to Kevin Stefanski and embrace him? Now, one time, as a new head coach, starting a new regime with a new team, now one time did the Falcons show Bijan Robinson coming in the office to meet Kevin Stefanski. And then you tell me who was slow developing. Kevin Stefanski. You tell me who didn't know the protection calls. The offensive line. You tell me who didn't know the playbook. Dylan Gabriel. You tell me who really the problem was. Now you got so much. You got so much time in your hands that you rather sit here and produce and publish lies. Yeah, I came for it today. You telling me that you gonna sit at your computer, Mary Kay, and all the restaurant, and sit here and spread lies that you really believe Deshaun Watson is the savior. All of a sudden, this man been here since 2022. All of a sudden, Shedeur Sanders is in line to be QB1. Now, y'all didn't even believe it when you traded for him. Now, all of a sudden, you believe Deshaun Watson is the savior. What if he can take them to the playoffs? What? You know what Cleveland about to do? Cleveland about them sitting down on their bench. Jimmy Haslam done told Todd Monken, hey, Deshaun Watson probably going to be QB2. He going to sit this bench. Well, you might make him QB3, so we don't chance him getting in. Because we need to recoup some of this money back from this contract. So we going to put insurance again for the third time. Don't nobody talk about that. Don't nobody talk about that. How they insured Deshaun Watson contract because they knew he was going to get hurt. But they did it for 2. I'll be sure they do it this the third time. They better have did it for 3 years in a row. They got $58 million back last year. So them 3 weeks of quality reps, yeah, they were quality because Cleveland Browns and Jimmy Haslam got $58 million back. They were quality, all right. So don't come with that buffoonery. Don't come with that blasphemy. Don't come with that asinine. Don't come with that preposterous. Don't come with that delusional. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Everybody want to trade. Shedeur Sanders can't do no good. I'm looking at mock drafts. We're going to take a look at it. I'm looking at videos. We're going to take a look at them. That Shedeur Sanders ain't the guy. But at the same time, you telling me Malik Willis is the guy. First of all, what money Cleveland got? To sign Malik Willis. And like I said in my other video, what make y'all think Malik Willis gonna come to Cleveland? If I'm a free agent and can sign anywhere, I'm not coming to Cleveland. They don't have no money and the organization is horrible. Until they show me otherwise, they the worst organization in the NFL. When I got the New York Jets with bukus of money, when I got the Las Vegas Raiders with bukus of money, when I got the Tennessee Titans and some other teams with bukus of money, why would I consider the Cleveland Browns, who got a quarterback on their roster that they got to pay $90 million after this year? Money, man, how Cleveland got to pay Deshaun Watson after this year? I thought this was the last year of the contract. It called void years. Did y'all know that the Cleveland Browns still got to pay Deshaun Watson up until 2029? What you think they're probably going to do again? Andrew Berry probably going to void some more years just to increase the salary cap for this year. He probably going to void some more years and add to the void years he already got to create at least $35 million of cap space. And you think they're going to create $35 million in cap space to sign one player? If I got $35 million and the quarterback that played less than Shedeur Sanders want $35 million, you think I'm going to take that $35 million and give it to him? No. I'm going to go get me a receiver and some linemen and maybe even another receiver. Then they got the asinine statement talking about they going to trade for this player and trade for that. What they going to trade? They going to trade a 5th round pick to get Mac Jones? You really think 49ers going to take a 5th round pick for Mac Jones? When they got Brock Purdy and a quality back in Mac Jones. You really think they're going to take a 5th round pick for Mac Jones? If they do it, they do it. But I don't see it. Then I heard the asinine statement that Cleveland going to trade for Kyler Murray. First of all, you can't afford him. Second of all, what you gonna trade? The 24th overall pick? Because they ain't gonna take no 5th rounder. They ain't taking nothing better than a first. Then I heard Tua. What you think Miami about to add for Tua when they doing a fire sale right now? Get out of here, bro. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping.
Deshaun Watson in 2020 was undeniably a top 5 quarterback. Deshaun Watson in 2020 was cooking. This dude was one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And I think as further we get away from it, we kind of forget because there's a disappointment level because we feel like we didn't get the return on investment for what we gave up. And it's been a series of different catastrophes one after the other. But let's not get it twisted. If you get a 2020 version of Deshaun Watson, what do you mean playoffs? 2020 version of Deshaun Watson, you are a Super Bowl contender.
Woo! Wow!
You get that? Deshaun Watson in 2020 was
okay, but in 2026, and the wet version of Deshaun Watson we gonna get coming off 2 Achilles. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It don't make no sense to have these speculations when that man ain't played in 2 years.
There is a world where he came so close to seeing his ultimate demise as an NFL player, right? That perhaps he went into his cocoon. He sort of reinvented himself. What are my priorities? I think football is a bigger priority for him now because he's almost lost it. If Sam Darnold can resurrect his career, I'm not saying it's a huge stretch to think that Deshaun Watson can resurrect his career. So if he goes 8-9 and he's 22 touchdowns, 16 picks. No, he's not coming back. But if he goes 13-4, 12-5, 29 touchdowns, 11 picks.
Well, that's
Now we're talking
That's
about we have
story.
to reconsider. There is a world where he.
The asinine statements. Perhaps no. He don't care about football. He don't care about football. This man about to get paid $90 million until 2029. Throwing it. And you think he care about football? The man that made generational money and ain't played. It ain't even played for it. They're like John Wall was getting paid $40 million to sit on the bench. He wasn't even on the bench. He was at home when he was on the Houston Rockets. The man got paid $40 million for 2 years and was sitting at home. What? The man out there in Italy with Cartier watches on, throwing the wrist up. He ain't worried about football. Come on now. The man that made generational money, he ain't worried about football. Look at it. I know everybody gonna take this out of context or whatever, but it is what it is. You can spin it however you want to. They showing all the watch. That's all it is. But y'all already know perfect time and Shedeur Sanders throw up the wrist. Yeah, that's what we gonna claim it as. They throwing up the wrist because of Shedeur Sanders. So Deshaun Watson right here in this picture, he conceding the QB1 spot. Shedeur got it. Shedeur got it. I like how you do business. What that mean? But all I'm saying is, come on, man. Y'all gotta stop this. Y'all gotta stop this, man. If Deshaun Watson gonna have a new start or have a comeback season like Sam Darnold, first of all, you gotta put this in context. Sam Darnold ain't coming off a bad year or 2 bad years or let alone 4. Plus, Sam Darnold ain't coming off 2 Achilles surgeries. Sam Darnold wasn't never hurt. Sam Darnold went 14-3 with the Minnesota Vikings, came and did the same thing with Seattle and won the Super Bowl. Okay, he had a better defense and a better offense with a better offensive coordinator. Deshaun Watson, first-year head coach, 2 Achilles tears, ain't played good in 4 years. And you telling me he gonna have a comeback season? The man gonna need probably the first half of the season just to get back comfortable. Exactly. Then, if y'all watch my video from yesterday, Cleveland Browns found their defensive coordinator. And I told y'all that this defensive coordinator came from the Atlanta Falcons. And I think they stole him from Atlanta and to give him this opportunity because the defensive coordinator, Jeff Albert, the one son that prank called Shedeur Sanders during the draft, he's still the defensive coordinator for the Falcons. Kevin Stefanski kept him over there. He said that this guy, Mike Rutenberg, was going to get a DC job either this year or next year because he's that good. He means that much to them on that back end. He has a PhD. I don't froze. Can y'all hear me? Man, don't man me up, man. Computer froze. I'm good now. Y'all can hear me? Don't get me started on Penix. But like I said, I was saying that Sam Darnold didn't go through the same injuries. Sam Darnold didn't have to be under a new coming in with a new coach. That coach was already there for a year. They had already established themselves. But Sam Darnold came off a 14-3 season. When they did it in Seattle, did the same thing, 14-3. Then just won the Super Bowl because he had a better defense and a better offense with better coordinators and a better head coach. So if Deshaun Watson gonna make a comeback, I know. Like I was just about to say before I got froze, it's gonna take almost up until the half of the season for him to get back comfortable. If you ain't played in that long and coming off injury, you think he gonna be ready to play and be MVP Deshaun Watson or play like 2020 Deshaun Watson in week 1? I don't think so. Unless he gonna sit there and go play scout team the whole training camp to go against Myles Garrett every day. He ain't gonna know what it feels like to get hit again. You know what I'm saying? You got some muscle memory, but you ain't had it in 2 years. But like I was about to say, they done brought in, if you watch my video from yesterday, they done brought in a new defensive coordinator. And I told y'all how I felt about Jim Schwartz and all that. I was like, man, I wouldn't even keep Jim Schwartz. Not that the way he did. And then at the same time, I'm like, bro, anybody can coach this defense, bro.
Is he going to run the defense that Jim Schwartz ran that won 8 games in the last 2 years?
They would have won 0 games the last 2 years without Schwartz. Okay, you made fun of me when I lamented the loss of Bill Callahan, and they have been nothing but garbage for 2 years.
I played offensive line.
Okay,
I did not make fun of you with Bill Callahan.
Essentially the same players in the interior, and they have been garbage the last 2 years without it.
Okay, the offensive line got really old really fast.
My point to you is coaching matters. When you're the best at what you do,
you're putting words in my mouth. Don't do that.
Well, what do you?
I didn't say coaching doesn't matter. You know, I've done this for 40 friggin' years, like you too. I've never said that. You just put that in my mouth. That's not what I'm saying. You act like Jim Schwartz is the only guy in the world that can coach Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward, Carson Wentz, Grant Delpit. Give me a break, Tony. Enough already.
We'll
Jim's
see.
a good coach.
We'll see.
He's a good guy. He's a good coach. We're not going to go to hell in a handbasket because Jim Schwartz isn't here anymore.
We'll see.
Tony G on that thing again. I'm telling you, and all I got to do is show y'all this right here. This is all I got to show you right here. This is all I got to show you. After that statement, this is all I got to show you. The worst team in the league at the time. Don't remind you they lost to the Jets before this. The worst team at the time. This is on NFL Twitter. They got the top 10 runs of 2025. Look at who number 10. Can't nobody coach this defense but Jim Schwartz. Tony Pollard had a career, not a one game. His whole NFL career, Tony Pollard done been in the league. He had his best game against the Cleveland Browns. This top 10, top 5 Super Bowl contending defense, Tony Pollard, a career, literally a career backup that got his shot at number 1 with the Titans, had his career game versus this defense. I don't want to hear that can't nobody coach this defense. Because I'm telling you, man, if you watch my video, then Y'all seen Jeff Ulbrich go up there and say how his defense with the Falcons, them last 4 games, last 5 games, was playing on all cylinders. They had figured it out, what they needed to do down there in Atlanta. And part of it was Mike Rutenberg on that back end. He got a PhD on the back end in the secondary. What has been the Cleveland Browns' weak points? If we got all this beef up there in the front 7, Carson Schlesinger, Mason Graham, Alex Wright, Myles Garrett, the back end, what been lacking? Not Denzel Ward, but the other side. They ain't had no stout back end. That's why I'm telling y'all they need to do it. I don't see how they wouldn't do it. But from what I'm hearing, they not gonna do it. But I'm telling y'all, if a man coming in and he got a PhD in the secondary, who you need to fix your secondary? Cleveland. Andrew Berry, Todd Monken, Mike Rutenberg, the team that's helping Andrew Berry. Listen to me real close. You see this guy right here wearing number 2 for Ohio State. His name is Caleb Downs. If y'all got the number 6 pick and you don't trade back, hopefully you don't, and you still had the number 6 pick, and Caleb Downs is still on the board, you better draft this dude. You can say they need receiver, they need offensive line. It's only sometimes you get a safety that can play all over the field. And what I'm telling you by all over the field, everywhere, that can do everything. You better. All I'm gonna say is, I can't play the whole highlight. I ain't trying to get copyrighted. All I'm gonna say is, y'all better go get Caleb Downs, bro. God, you might regret it. You might go and get your offensive lineman or your receiver and all that, but if you don't go get Caleb Downs, bro, and he's still on the board, they might regret that pick, bro. Whoever they pick. Because whoever they pick ain't going to live up to what Caleb Downs going to be in the NFL. That's all I'm going to say. That's mainly what I want to say. Because if you go watch that boy film, don't even watch Ohio State. Don't watch Ohio State film. Go to his freshman year when he was at Alabama. The boy was guarding Malik Neighbors, Brock Bowers. He was guarding players that's already in the NFL as a freshman. CBS, I don't like their mock draft. Whoever been doing CBS mock draft this year is horrible. I don't understand it. Now they got Fernando Mendoza to the Raiders. Now they done switched it up and got this Bailey guy from Texas Tech. They got him going number 2 to the Jets. We ain't even had the combine yet. And then they got the Cardinals picking the offensive tackle at 3. If they trying to get rid of Kyler Murray, why would they go offensive line? I'm just saying. Pick 4, Reese going to Ohio State linebacker, going to Tennessee. Then Cornell Tate. This where the big shakeup came up right before Cleveland picked. At number 5, they got the Giants taking Cornell Tate. Now, before they had the Giants taking Reese, I think, or somebody else, they had them taking somebody else. They weren't taking a receiver at number 5, so that left Cornell Tate to the Cleveland Browns at number 6. But as y'all can see right here, CBS Sports did that ridiculous trade, which if what I'm about to read to y'all what CBS predict the trade gonna be, then it's ridiculous. But if they get that second first round pick that the Cowboys got for them trading up to 6, then I can make it make sense. But I still don't know if I give up my second round pick, but I might, just because I get another first rounder. And from what Andrew Berry said, I think he said they got 11. I think it's just 11 defensive players. I don't know if he said 11 players total or 11 defensive players that they value as first round picks. So if they got 11 defensive players that they value as first round pick, and they can get 3 first round picks, that means I'm still drafting Caleb Downs if he on the board. But if Cowboys trade up, as you can see, they might try to draft him. And then they trade back to 12 and grab Jordan Tyson. Now, this one I'm about to show y'all right here. I like the part right here. Dallas is more focused on the present, so it parts with future resources. Number 12 overall and 2 future second-round picks in exchange for the 6th overall pick and future 4th and 6th round picks. That makes no sense. Whoever doing this is ridiculous. If you think I'm going to trade the 6th overall pick for the number 12 and 2 future second-round picks, then you want me to trade a 4th and a 6th. No, I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not doing that. I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to do that, bro. That trade is ridiculous. If I'm going to trade back and get from 6 to 12 and get 2 future second-round picks, I don't want second-round picks. I wouldn't want them second-round picks. If I'm Andrew Berry, I wouldn't want them. Now we got who did this one? Jeremiah. We got him up here. Fernando Mendoza. Jets take Bailey. Then they got Arizona going offensive tackle. But now they switched it up. They got Ruben Bain going to the Titans at 4. Then they got Carnell Tate still going to the Giants at 5. Now, Cleveland mess around, get an offensive tackle at 6. They stay in this same spot. Now, if we go down here to 24, guess what? They double dipping on the offensive tackle. They got Cleveland Browns double dipping on the offensive tackle in the first round. I wouldn't blame them. I wouldn't blame them if they want to double dip with the offensive line in the first round, because they got 2 first pick. But that's why I say if they trade back and do that trade with the Cowboys or whoever, and they get another first round pick, trade back to 6, because I think the only other team they got 2 first round pick is the Jets. So if the Jets want to trade up to 6, then they pick 16 and a future first round pick for next year in 27. If the Jets want to trade up to 6, I trade with them for that deal. But the Cowboys, just to get the 12th overall pick, I'm going to need the 12 and the 20th pick for you to move up to 6. So now I get 3 of them in the first round. But, hey, we don't know what Andrew Berry going to do, but we already know whatever deal going to happen, it ain't going to happen on draft night. It's going to be already talked about and already done, and they're going to execute it on draft night. That's what all I'm saying. What's going on, my dog? That's what I'm saying, Bobby. I would do the same thing. I would draft Caleb Downs at 6 and draft my O-line at 24. I can find me, because what I'm going to do in free agency is I'm going to go sign me some veteran receivers in free agency. That's what I want to do, because, to be honest, me personally, it's only one other receiver I want to go after, and he coming out next year. And he play for Ohio State. So I can mess around and get to the second round and get a Zacharias, whatever his name is, Branch from Georgia. I can go get me a Amari Cooper from Indiana. I can go get me the Elijah Stewart from Indiana. I can go get me a Bayer from Louisville. I can go get me one of them with my first pick in the second round. Or I can just stay offensive line. If one of them fall from the first round to the second round. But look here, man. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I want Caleb down. I want Caleb down. And while I'm talking about veteran receivers, if you want to trade from somebody, this is who I would trade for. If you want to trade for somebody, this is who I would trade for. If reportedly, he said with this right here, Jalen Waller reportedly told the Dolphins front office, me next after release of Bradley Chubb and Tyreek Hill. Things are not looking good in Miami. This the guy you would want to trade for. Andrew Barrett, if you listen to Todd Monken, go get you some veteran receivers and you can draft a rookie, but you ain't got to do it in the first round. You ain't got to do it in the first round, but I'm telling you, man, if they want to inquire about Jalen Waller, I know Tyreek Hill and all, but Tyreek hurt too, man. We got to see what he look like and is he going to be able to play. But you know this dude can play. And if he want out, I'm calling him. Whoever the GM down there in Miami is, look, this is Andrew Barrett. Jalen Waller said he want out. How much you want for him? If they first say first round pick, hey, hang up. Now they say, hey, we'll take your second. We'll take your third. I'll send that third pick over there. Look, I'll take that chance on Water and then have a Jag. Anthony, I'll take my chance on Water, then have a Jag. Now, if you don't know what a Jag is, Google it. It's going to come up. Jerry Jeudy. That's exactly what he going to say. Jerry Jeudy. I'm telling y'all, man, I ain't fooling with none of that. This what we about to do. We about to do a little mock draft real quick. Jaguars, they willing to trade. Man, I'll be trying to get Travis Hunter, but yeah, he better than the Jag. He probably better than Jaden Waddle too. So yeah, I go for him. I definitely trade my second pick for him. I trade that second pick for BJT. But here we go right here, man. We're going to do this mock draft simulator. I know everybody, everybody done did there. And I'm telling you right now, let's start this draft. I'm telling you right now, we about to see who want to trade. So let's see who got picked. Fernando Mendoza went 1, Reese went 2, Jeremiah Love went 3. That's why I don't like this the PFF, the Pro Football Focus. This the website. They be doing all them graphs. Everybody be posting all the haters and stuff. That's what they be posting. These graphs them right here. Jeremiah Love going number 3. I don't know about that. It is a possibility, but I don't know about that, man. And then you got Bailey going at 4 to the Titans, and then Bain going at 5 to the Giants. Now, with this being said, both of them still on the board. Caleb Downs and Cornell Tate. You got 3 Ohio State players sitting right there on the board. Now you got a decision to make. But let's see who want to trade. Select their team to trade with, net pick 8. They want to trade. It ain't nothing but they only gonna show me one because I ain't got it unlocked. But they got the Saints up here from moving from 8 to 6. And they want to trade back, but I ain't going to do that. I want to stick with my guns. I know the need to receive and Cornell Tate still up there, but I'm still going to stick with my guns. I'm still going to stick with my guns. I'm telling you, man, I want to stick with my guns. I don't care how mad y'all is. Need to redo contract. Well, you ain't got no contract right now. Jerry Jeudy receive a 3. You receive a 4. Still look like even O-line and mud receivers are available. Free agent. Dollar bill. That's what I'm saying. Tyreek Hill, he still hurt, man. You don't know if he's going to be able to play. But I took Caleb Downs at number 6. I told y'all I was going to do it. I'm telling you, man, if he on the board, Cornell Tate, he might not be on the board no more, to be honest. But if he is on the board and I got to pick between him and Caleb now, man, I'm taking Caleb down. I'm telling you right now, man. That's just me, though. That's just me. And Cornell Taylor ain't even went off the board yet. He ain't even went off the board yet. But is he a pro football forward? Then he went to the Ravens. Right as soon as I said, he went to the Ravens. Right there. He went to the Ravens. Jordan Tyson went 19. That tight end. Tight end went to the Cowboys. They traded. Oh no, they the 20 pick. Never mind. But I wanted that guard right there from Penn State. That's what I would have been looking at. But now, now at 24, we actually can go receiver or offensive line. I'm gonna go offensive line though, because that's one of the main needs we get. Cause like I say, man, if I'm Andrew Berry, I'm going to get a receiver in the free agency, man. We got Caden Proctor right here at 86. And look, they talking right here. He overall grade of 68. I'm just gonna go ahead and take Caden Proctor right here at 24. Denzel Boston, CJ Allen, Christian Miller. Then they took that talk out of Georgia. He ranked 72 overall rating. Let me see what y'all talking about. Who else signed grade? Ain't no receiver going to Cleveland. Free agent. Man, they throw that money at him. I'm about to get a receiver right now, though. Even if one don't come, I'm about to get one right now. That boy Ty Simpson went. The first pick in the second round. See that boy Amari Cooper went to the Giants. That's who I was looking at. But they got Chris Bell right here. People been having him high up on there. He had an 81. Colton Hood still on the board, 79. We ain't going defense though. I'm just looking to see who up there. Who the best player available right now. Then we got 2 trades. I'm about to go wide receiver right here. We still got Bernard from Alabama. Elijah Scrap, whatever his last name is. He graded out of 86. Then Branch right here. This the sneaky pick right here. That the sneaky pick right there. Conception already done went. He went to Seattle, that last pick. But we can go. I might just go Bell right here. Chris Bell just to get a receiver. 6'2", 220. I really like this guy right here, but I already kind of done did this, and they're going to give me a bad grade. But they got him on the big board at 67. They got him at 37. I'm telling you, man. We just going to go Chris Bell right here. First pick of the second round, they need the best receiver they can get. Nah, that's why the offense suck. Always trading away top pick, getting defense player when you need offense. Nah, Savage, you wrong on that one, bro. I'm taking Caleb down, bro. Let me see who else. Falcon pick edge, probably. Yep, probably. More than likely, they might be doing that. Only 2 receivers went out of the board so far. So my third pick, I want to have a good little option. Oh, Bernard just went out of Alabama. Toronto. Center out of Auburn. Hold on. God. Like I said, all right, you don't need no defense. Yeah, you do need defense, bro. I'm telling you right now. If Caleb Downs up there, bro, I'm taking the best player available. That's all I'm saying. See, they one I don't like that. Trinidad, he ain't even in the draft no more. He ain't even in the draft no more. So they ain't updated them, man. But now I got options. So now I can get Branch. I can get me another receiver. This why, Savage. This why right here. This why I'm saying it, bro. I can go get Branch right here. Or I can go back to offensive line. I can get Branch, or I can go back to offensive line. I can go to receiver or offensive line. I like this guy right here, man. I like this guy right here. It's just me, though. But I like him right now, bro. I'm telling you. I clicked on the wrong one. Now, like I said, all these boys' stock gonna change after they combine and after the pro day. So all the stock, they draft stock gonna change based on their performance and their evaluations, their measurements, they 40, all that stuff gonna change. But that really don't tell me if he can play football. The film tell me if he can play football, though. No, you don't. Your defense legit now. If I get Caleb Downs, I'm over the top. David, you right. Downs is the best player in the draft. We ain't talking about the best player on the team. He got to be the best player on the team. He's the best player in the draft. I'm telling you, bro. Go watch the film. Get the best receiver available. Man, Seven, let me answer this. Answer that, bro. If I take the receiver and I skip on Caleb Downs, who you think gonna have the better career? I ain't talking about just right now because that's a need that I got is a receiver. And my defense is straight. Who do I think gonna have the better career out of the two players, Caleb Downs or the receiver I'm gonna draft? And y'all be mad when the receiver not good. No, I'm getting a receiver in free agency, bro. That's what I'm telling you. But I just drafted one. The Ronnie Hickman, he a restricted free agent. He a restricted free agent. Now, the best player, future Hall of Famer, along with Colton Hood, Dollar Bill. I'm with you. You don't need defense. That made no sense. As bad as that offense was, that's why offense sucked. Savage, I'm telling you, bro. I'm taking the best player available. I'm getting Branch right here, man. I just drafted 2 receivers, bro. I got Caleb Downs, offensive line, and 2 receivers. So what you saying? We got 10 picks. Even though there's just 3 rounds right here, because I ain't paying for it. It's just 3-round mock draft right here. But the 3rd round, I could go receiver or offensive line. I could go either one. Because I got my offensive lineman and I got a receiver. I got the bonus of Caleb Downs, bro. I'm telling you, bro. No, I ain't been around the people in Cleveland too long. I've been saying I was the first one to say they needed to draft Caleb Downs. I was the first one to say it. That's what I'm saying. Sanders elevated receiver as long as they have a decent O-line. That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, bro. Luke still on the practice team. Yeah. You don't know talent. He ain't watched the film, bro. I seen this boy play in high school. Even with that, we had 4 picks in the first 3 rounds. I got a B- on Caleb Downs. I don't know why. Proctor, I got an A-. Chris Bell, I got an A. Then I got a B+ with Branch in the 3rd round. And I got an A-. Come on, bro. Draft rank, top 57% of Browns drafts. And that's just me. And I got my tackle and 2 receivers. Caleb Downs in the bonus. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Savage, you don't know talent, my dog. Look at this. You need to go watch Caleb Downs film. I ain't talking about Ohio State. Go watch Alabama Caleb Downs, and then you tell me, do you want to pass on him? And mind you, bro was a freshman. Look what I just did, bro. Look what I just did. The text, I don't know, bro, but I'm taking the best player available. I'm taking the best player available. That's all I'm saying. They ain't gonna let me do it again. Hold on. Let's see, can I do it again? I don't see, can I do it again? All we need the best they can get. I'm telling you, bro. If I just did that, all I'm saying is, bro, just imagine. Might not let me put it on. Hold on. Yeah, acting stupid. I was trying to do it again. But let's just move on to this one right here then. Saying I probably can't do it again on there, but I really do want to do it again on there. Julie, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you right now, I need to be in there. Let me close all these right here. They probably won't get me. I ain't about to be on too much longer. I'm trying to with the computer act right. Computer don't want to act right. I don't even know who Eric Turner is, but yeah, they ain't had no safety like that. It's a big reach because we don't know what Andrew Berry gonna do or what they gonna do at all. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna trade back, stay where they at, or whatever. To be honest, me looking at this, I think this draft class is deep with offensive linemen. Like, I think they ain't gotta go 6 at offensive line, man. They ain't gotta go at number 6 and draft the offensive lineman unless they value somebody. Honestly, we don't know how they value players. We don't know how they value these players, man. So it's like they might value this player over this player based off whatever analytics they looking at. But this thing don't want to work now, man. That's crazy. I was trying to do another draft. Yeah. Appreciate you. I got good football IQ. Yep. Bears said where I've seen all the line. No. He said they're going to invest heavy in the offense. He didn't say at number 6 they were going to pick an offensive lineman or a receiver. He said they're going to invest heavy in the offense. And that's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. I picked one defensive player, and the next 3 picks was offense. That's heavy in offense. And not only that, he got 6 more picks after that. These just the first 4. He got 6 more picks after that. Bro, it would not let me do it, bro. No, if Andrew Berry ain't said, I don't believe it. I'm telling you right now, that man used them big words, and he know how to structure sentences to make you think one thing and he do the other. I'm telling you, man. He said we looking internal and external. I ain't never heard nobody use them words to describe we looking inside and outside. I ain't never heard nobody describe looking for another quarterback or another coach or another position, internal and external. That's just me. Man, I'm just country folk. This thing ain't working, man. I don't know. It don't want to work.
Ball, maybe Arvell Reese too.
Did go with my arguments, Abbott, right here.
I don't know that I'm willing to take Caleb Downs at 6, even if he's there, just because he's the best player available.
I think Caleb Downs is substantially better than everybody else on both sides of the ball. Maybe Arvell Reese too. I really like him. He's growing on me, breaking down his film. But I think he's substantially better, and I think Reese is actually better than any guy on offense that you would take at 6.
Arvell Reese is like maybe the second best player in the draft, if not the best.
My thing is, if you're taking a generational guy who on film to me, once again, I'm a singular thinker. I don't think with the masses. When I watch his film, rarely do guys in the Big Ten or the Power 4 schools, rarely do they continuously jump out on film, where every single play or every single quarter or whatever you're watching, they always jump off the film at you. And that's what Caleb Downs does to me. So you're talking about a guy who's a 10-year all-pro, potentially generational type talent, and yet you don't take him because you need. And I think the Browns, I think you said it best. The Browns have been so bad on offense that I think we're all kind of warped, right? We got to get offense. We got to get offense. We got to get offense. And where I look at it differently is that you got to get really good players. Really good players make everybody better. If you have a really good safety, he's going to make the receivers run better routes. There's so many things that tie in, not only of him being an elite player, but making everyone around him elite player.
Is Caleb Downs going to help the Browns offense score 20 points a game next year, though?
I didn't worry about that. I ain't worried about that because I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him. He going to help me score 20 points a game, and he in free agency. I'm going to get Walker. I'm going to get me another offensive lineman. And I'm going to draft 2 or 3, maybe even 4. Then I'm going to go get me a receiver. That's why I wish this thing was working. It won't work for some reason. I don't know why it won't work, but it would not work, man. Because, look, I'm about to show y'all something. Can y'all see that? That better? Look, this is the last thing I'm getting off. And you see already, man, Cleveland already negative 19 in the hole. So what I got to do? What I got to do? I got to go to Deshaun right here and say, look, bro, I got to void some more years of your contract. So conversion right here, base to bonus, void, 4 void years. So now I'm adding 4 more years on top of the 2029. So somebody do that calculation. 2029 plus 4. What is that? Now I just created 35 million in cap gains. Now I got 16 million in cap space right here already. Joe Patonio just retired, so we ain't got to worry about re-signing him. But I'm gonna extend Wyatt Teller. Wyatt Teller a free agent, but I'm gonna give him a contract and I'm gonna extend him for the next 3 years. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna accept it. So now the cap hit go from 21 to 8. The 8 million. Now I just re-signed an offensive lineman. That's a need that I believe in him, even though he's older. Now I got $28 million in cap space. I could convert Jared Judy, but it ain't gonna make no sense. David Njoku gone. I ain't got to worry about him. Denzel Ward. Guess what I'm gonna do? If I plan on keeping him or not, I'm still gonna convert some of his salary. Now I got $41 million in cap space. You see where I'm going at, Savage? This is what I'm talking about, bro. This is why I'm taking Caleb Downs. I'm telling you right now. Then I'm going to go down here. Then I'm going to go down here right here. Sign free agents. I'm going back to defense real quick. Well, no, first, I'm going to keep my center. I'm gonna keep my center right here. I'm just gonna sign him to a 3-year deal. I'm gonna lose him a little bit because now his base salary went from 1.3 million to 4.3 million on the cap hit. So I'm about to lose 4.3 million on my cap space right there. But I want to try to gain some back, re-signing my linebacker, Devin Bush, right here. I'm gonna sign him to another 3-year deal. These just estimates now. I'm gonna lose another 3.7 million right there. Boom. Now we got 34 million. But y'all see how much cap space I had created? That's what I'm telling you, bro. Now, Ronnie Hickman, like I told y'all, he restricted free agent. If you wanted to keep him, then you can do a first round tender, second round tender, original round tender, first refusal tender. I don't know what that means, but the first, second, or the original, that means if another team want to sign him, if you sign him to one of these deals, then they got to send you a first round pick, second round pick, or whatever original round. I guess the round he got drafted. They're going to have to send you that pick before they can sign him. But I'm going to leave that alone. So now, all the moves I just did, I converted Deshaun Watson, I converted Denzel Ward. That means I saved 35.7 million and I saved 12.4 million just on them 2 contracts right there. I re-signed the offensive tackle, offensive lineman, Wyatt Teller. Then I re-signed my center to a free agent deal and Devin Bush, one of my top linebackers. I re-signed both of them right there. And I still got $34 million in cap space. Now, we're going to go to the draft pick. I want to include them in the mix. So now, I included my draft picks in there. So basically, all these 1-year caps right here from the draft, they got added to my draft cap. So now that's why my cap went down to 23. So now I got $23 million to play with. Now I'm going to free agency. Savage, if you're paying attention, dog. This is why I'm drafting Caleb Downs with the 6th overall pick. Because I'm telling you, man, this is what I'm about to do. I'm about to go receiver, bro. I'm telling you, it might not be realistic if they do it like this, but it possibly, if that's why they need me in their draft room. Who said that? They need me in their draft room. I'm telling you, bro, I'm going to get Wendell Robinson right here, boy. I'm going to get Wendell Robinson. 4 years, 70 million and a half right here. Look at here. I'm going to take a cap hit, 7 million. Boom. I just got my receiver 1. I just signed my receiver 1, big dog. I'm telling you. Then you can go down here and get what I could do. I don't know how realistic this is now. Let's just say he wanted to do it. They probably going to get franchise tag. But I just signed 2 receivers. Plus my 10 draft picks. Then I'm going offensive line. Where you at? Left tackle. Where you go? Walker. Right here. Ain't nobody selling. He said, hold on, let me do real bad. He said, ain't nobody selling him on Caleb Down, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I just fixed the Browns right here in front of y'all. 2.3 million left in cap space. Not only did I sign a top tier receiver, I signed 2 top receivers and an offensive lineman. What you mean not taking the best receiver? I just got 2 of them in free agency. I don't need to draft the receiver at 6, bro. That's why. Bro, look. You ain't listening to nothing I just did. These the transactions, bro. I just signed Wendell Robinson and Alec Pierce. I just signed both of these in free agency. Top tier receivers. A true number 1 or a true number 2, whichever, vice versa. The Jag gonna be number 3. I re-signed a guard. I signed a left tackle. I signed this left tackle. This guy right here, I signed him. He on my team now. I restructured Deshaun Watson and Denzel Ward. I got Caleb Downs at number 6 overall. I re-signed my center. I re-signed one of my linebackers. The only one I didn't re-sign was my punter and my kicker. That's it. You can bring them back on 1-year minimum deals, and that'll take that $2 million up. Where you at? And I still got 2.1 million. I re-signed my kicker and punter. Come on, bro. It's gonna have to be some more cuts going on because this only the top 51. So these players ain't gonna be on the team no more. These players right here, they probably gonna get cut anyway. But some of these other players gonna get cut anyway. You know, some of these players were gonna have to get cut. Maybe the tackle get cut. Yup, he get cut. Then linebacker, he get cut. And then they probably gonna do some more cuts. But that don't affect nothing. It gave me some extra cap space. But I'm just saying, they're gonna cut some folks. But there it is right there, bro. Seven. I just fixed the offense, bro. I'm going into free agency to find me a bona fide wide receiver 1. I'm not getting Malik Willis. I'm not getting Malik Willis, bro. Look at this. Alec Pierce and Wendell Robinson. It's just me now. I ain't saying they don't agree to a deal and they ain't gonna get franchise tag. They might get franchise tag by the team they own. I don't know. That all depends on how much they value them. But the deal we signed them at 4 years, 80 million, 4 years, 70 million. I ain't saying they're realistic, but I don't know if Andrew Berry go that high anyway. He calling me delusional. Man, look here, bro. I just fixed it right in front of your face, bro. And I got 4.3 million left. I got 4.3 million left. So that's why I said they probably gonna void Deshaun Watson contract even more this year. Look, anybody come for that money? My cousin did. Yeah. They paid my cousin $50 million. He went to Cleveland. And literally, we was in Mobile doing the Senior Bowl before he got drafted. He said the 2 places he didn't want to go were Cleveland and the Detroit Lions. That bag came through. He went to Cleveland. It took us some years, but he went to Cleveland. And if you don't believe me, who the number 1 on the dead money? Dalvin Tomlinson, 20 million. Dead cap. There it is right now. There it is right now. I'm telling you. I just told you he went to Cleveland. I just told you. Number 1 on the dead cap. $4 years, $57 million. People go to Cleveland, bro. 1 out of thousands? No. Andrew Berry signed some player this past offseason. They go to Cleveland, bro. So, yeah. But I appreciate y'all for coming. Hit that like button. Subscribe and share and tell your friend about that money, man. You already know, man. Be ready for a video. I don't know when the next time I'm going live. Probably next week. If I feel like it, I don't know. We're going to see. But, yeah, you just got fired talking about taking defense. No, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I don't know what they going to do. They probably won't go Caleb Downs at 6. But I'm telling you, bro. I'm going to have a hard time passing him up if I'm Andrew Berry, man. I'm going to have a hard time passing him up. But I ain't me or you ain't in that room, and we ain't Andrew Berry, and we ain't on the Cleveland Browns staff. So it's out of our hands anyway. But that's just my opinion. I'm making a strong argument why they need to take Caleb Downs at 6 if he up there on their board. But I'm telling you, bro, I just fixed the Cleveland Browns. I signed 2 receivers in free agency, and you still don't want to take Caleb Downs at 6 after I just fixed all the needs in free agency. And we still got 9 other picks. We still got 9 other picks. I fixed the needs in free agency, and we still got 9 picks to draft offensive linemen and receivers. And I got the best player available. Come on, bro. I appreciate y'all. Hit that like button. Subscribe and share and tell your friend about the money, man. You already know. We're going to rock out. Back out on the You Better Run, man. Like I told you, my dad passed away 3 years ago today. And they were his favorite song he used to sing up there in the pulpit. And I'm telling y'all, man, reminiscing back on these times, looking at these old tapes right here, I don't even think I was born when this video was shot right here. You know, just a little snippet. But stay tuned for Godflix. I might start putting some of his sermons up there on Godflix when I get that back up and running. But right now, we focusing on Renewed Gospel. This is on Renewed Gospel right now. If you want to go listen to it on repeat. And then don't forget Savage and Terry, Dirty Bird Savages. We doing big things over there, talking about the Atlanta Falcons and Kevin Stefanski and that debacle over there that might potentially happen. But all the links down in the description. I'm telling y'all right there. And Brown Time Opulence, if you ain't over there on the Stock and Crypto channel, you need to go over there right now because I got a banger over there that ain't nobody telling y'all that y'all might need to go check out about Fundrise. If you want to know what Fundrise is, go over there and watch that video on Brown Time Opulence. Like I said, the link down in the description. And then there's another link. When you click on that VCX video, it's another link that you need to go to sign up on Fundrise so you can start depositing money and get in this real estate and then get in that innovation fund before they put it on the stock market next month so you can make bukus of money. But I appreciate y'all.
You better run, you better run, oh, you better run to the city of refuge, you better run. God called Moses on the mountaintop, and he placed the law in Moses' heart, and then he stuck this commandment in Moses' mind and said, Moses, don't you leave my children behind, you better run, you better run. You can pick up your Bible and read it tonight. You can read in Genesis, you will understand that Methuselah, he was the oldest man. Well, he lived 969 and he died and gone to heaven in good due time. You better run. You better run. Nicodemus, a ruler of the Jews. He came to Jesus. He came by night. He said, I want to be born into the heavenly sight. Then came Christ, spoke to Nicodemus as a friend. Said, if you want to go to heaven, you must be born again. Oh, well, old Nicodemus didn't understand. How could a man be born when he was so old? Well, you better run. You better run. On to the city of refuge. And you better run. Well, you read about Samson from his birth. He was the strongest man that ever lived on earth. Or one day our Samson was walking along. Oh well, Samson's strength was never found out. But Delilah came and sat on his knees. Said, oh, please tell me where your strength might be. He told her, my strength lies in my hair. You just shave up my hair just as clean as my hand, and my strength will become as a natural man.